All right, guys, this is Cyber Showcase Podcast. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Mickey. All right, so this week we are reviewing Jay Rocks' album 90059.
Yeah.
And I am so excited to talk about this album. I like this a lot more than Brandon does.
I like it a lot, but Mickey's in love with this album. I like it a lot.
That don't know who Jay Rock is, he's a part of a group signed to a label called Top Dog Entertainment. It houses MCs such as Absol, Schoolboy Q, Kendrick Lamar, SZA, Isaiah Rashad. A lot of up and coming talent. They've been. I think they started their label in 2008, 2009, whatever, that's irrelevant.
Yeah.
This is a follow-up from his album, Follow Me Home, which is a really good West Coast album.
Yes.
But I felt like it was more trying to be mainstream, and this one was more to its West Coast heritage.
Yep.
And this album is really good.
I just want to jump in real quick and say, you're going to see, it's going to sound like I don't like this album and Mickey does. It's not at all. Mickey just loves this album, and I'm just like, it's really good. You guys don't know,
I love, my favorite, side of rap is the West Coast.
Yeah.
So everything Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, and I'm more East Coast.
Everything, Brand's more East Coast. So it's like Nas, Jay-Z.
Biggie.
But then again, that's different tastes in music.
Yeah, we both appreciate the other side. We just prefer the other side more.
West Coast, East Coast, but we're not in gangs, so we're not going to fight each other.
And I just want to say this album is not doing well at all in sales, and it definitely go buy it. It's a great album.
Hip hop.
Yeah, and it definitely is
just because you can get it for free does not mean you have the entitlement to. Because a lot of people he's put his hard-earned money to work on this album. And it's not getting appreciated.
And it's getting critically acclaimed. Like Mickey said, it's arguably his favorite album of the year. It's in my top 10 album of the year. Go buy it.
We're gonna do a track by track analysis.
Yeah.
And I don't have notes, but I've listened to this album so many times.
Yeah,
so I know what everything sounds like. So the first song, Necessary, it's this song sounds like it's from 1985. It sounds really it sounds like old NWA.
Yeah, it does.
And
yeah, it does.
I just love the way this album starts off. It really gives you a taste of what's to come.
Mm-hmm.
This song isn't necessarily the catchiest one, but this is where you start hearing his flow, and how much he's evolved as a rapper. Yeah, and that's all I have to say for the intro track. Do you have anything else to add?
It's what I expected from Jay Rock. Just a solid rap song.
And number 2, we got Easy Bake featuring Kendrick Lamar. This is probably one of my favorite songs on the entire album.
Yeah, it's really catchy.
I'm pretty sure this was released as a single. I could see why, because this song is really dope and it's really catchy, especially when Kendrick comes on.
Yeah,
and he has the phaser on his voice.
Yeah.
And then the song stops, and then we have it's not a rapper. I'm pretty sure it's Top Dog or something from a label, and he jokes around. Obviously, should be sleeping with SZA or something.
Yeah.
And then the song changes, and it's so hard, and I love it.
Yeah, I concur. Completely agree. Really catchy. I love Kendrick's part. Really great song.
The next song, we got Gumbo, possibly the catchiest song on the entire album.
Mm-hmm.
I was bobbing my head and singing along to it on my way here. Gumbo. You probably heard this song. This song came out probably 3 or 4 months ago. It was leaked. It wasn't initially supposed to be. Some idiot decided to hack into TDE or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great song. Really catchy.
What to say. For those of you who are thinking me and Brandon aren't really giving you too much, it's different to review an album and review a movie.
Yeah.
Because I can't visually tell you what's going on.
Yep.
I could just give you my opinion. And I can't really think of any lyrics on the top of my head. Maybe when we get to 90059, the actual song, I'll come up with something, because that's probably one of his hardest rap songs on us. But, yeah. Wanna Ride. Is that the one with Isaiah Rashad? At first, I didn't know what to think about the song, because it sounded really weird at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then it kind of goes into this weird like it milks down into like this weird atmospheric thing, and then Isaiah Rashad does the hook.
Yeah.
Which at first I didn't like, to be honest.
Yeah. It grows on you?
It felt really lazy, and then it really grew on me. I was like, okay, that's cool. That makes sense. Yeah,
I completely agree. The song, it's started from the bottom of the album.
Yeah. And then we got The Ways. This is also one of my favorite songs. The beat's really catchy. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think what the fucking hook of the song is again. I'm just gonna play for a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, bottle full of bub or something like. Oh,
yeah,
it's so good. We sound like we're not even reviewing this album. I'm sorry we're a little ill prepared, but me and Brandon just started college.
Yeah,
I'm on my third year. Brandon's on his first year. We're really starting to get busy. So if we don't necessarily have a podcast every week, it's not our fault.
Yeah, we're trying.
It's not that this isn't a really big priority. We just don't get paid on this. This is kind of like a hobby.
Yeah.
So if you're listening, it's like, oh, these guys are slacking. We're not slacking. We just got other things to do. And yeah.
And it's a lot easier to review a movie than it is an album.
It really is, because you could actually talk about different shots, so it's directing and stuff. Albums, like...
I like this song, I don't like this song.
Yeah, it's hard to digest. Unless you close your eyes, listen to it. Like, if you hate it, you hate it. Yeah. But if you want to digest it, you gotta listen to it like 5 or more times. Mm-hmm. Like I did this one. Yeah. But then we got Telegram, Going Crazy. The song's basically about him talking about like social media and how it's terrible. And for those of you who don't know, people from TDE aren't on social media all the time.
Nah.
Except for the exception of Absol.
And that one guy that like I always want to call him Kangaroo Jack, but it was like he has a really weird name.
Dangeroo something.
Yeah.
Dangery Dude, I don't know.
It's a weird name, but he's like the only guy that's on.
It's one of their producers or something. Yeah. Dangery Dude. He's like a promotional person for TDE. Yeah. But anyways, they don't even need it because the music speaks for itself. Jay Rock just tweeted out when his album came out. That's it. Yeah. Little teases here and there, but he's right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
Like personally, I feel like I look at some of my tweets. I'm like, okay, this is retarded. I delete them all the time. Yeah. That's why I'm never gonna get to 10,000 because I delete like 2,000 tweets all the time. But he talks about how social media is kind of ruining people's perspective on things. How no one has an opinion anymore. Mm-hmm. It's like Woman Crush Wednesday. Everyone on Wednesday instead of just doing a woman crush whenever they want. Or stuff like that. It doesn't say that in the song, but it's basically trying to say everyone's following other rules, but they don't have to. Yep.
And I completely agree.
That's that song. There's 90059, which I did not like at all at first. I thought this was probably the worst song because I didn't really delve into it. Especially the beginning. I thought this sounds really sloppy. Yeah. He's like on drugs or something. Yeah. And then when I actually looked up the lyrics on Rap Genius, it's not called Rap Genius, it's called like Music Genius or something. Yeah. Oh my god. Bars upon bars. Yeah. He fucking kills it. Yep. Vice City, probably my second favorite song on here.
That's my favorite song.
The whole Black Hippie crew. This is really dope. Yeah. My favorite verse is probably Q because he has the most personality. Yeah. He says vroom vroom. Oh, I love that. We got Fly on the Wall, which is probably going to be the most underrated track on this. Yeah. With Busta Rhymes, probably one of his best verses in a very long time. Yeah. I did not know this personally, but apparently they've been working since 2009 together. Yeah, which is really dope. They built this partnership. Yeah. I actually looked at the discography, and they have like 4 or 5 songs together, which is really dope. It's a really good song. It's about being the quiet one, which I really resonated with the song. About being the quiet one, but there's always a madness inside of you. Yeah. Which he feels like he does with his music. He's always the quiet one of Black Hippie. Yeah. But when it comes to rapping, even people agree with me when he's doing the ciphers, when he's doing that one song, Blacklit Pastor, Part 2. I feel like he kills all those songs because he's always underrated and people always overlook him because there's Kendrick Lamar, Schoolboy Q, and Absol. Yeah. And that's that song. There's Money Trees Deuce, which is the sequel to Money Trees with Kendrick Lamar and Jay Rock, but this one's just him and who else? Lance Skywalker. I'm pretty sure this was the first single. It wasn't Easy Bake.
I think so, yeah.
This one was intentionally leaked as a single. This is a really good song. It's really chill. This is probably the most West Coast song of the album.
I think it's the best sequel of a rap song in a long time, because a lot of rappers, when they have a big rap song, they do like sequel, and it's just
they do a feature with like 50 like features, and then it doesn't even feel like the song anymore. And
this really feels like an awesome sequel to Money Trees.
Yeah. And we got the final song, which is The Message. It's a very short album.
Yeah. Like Mac Miller's is way longer.
Yeah, I think there's like 17 songs.
Yeah.
The Message, basically, it's a good conclusion.
Oh, yeah.
It's basically a farewell to his fans. Not saying that he's retiring, but just like, thanks for sticking with him this entire time. And he's glad he's still here.
Yeah. Awesome album.
Yeah. I give this album right now a 10 out of 10. I'm sure it's going to change by the end of the year as
more stuff, and you're like, hey, that was better than that.
I'll listen to it again.
Yeah, like Logic's album. Oh my god, I can't wait for that.
We can talk about that after if we have time, because this is going by already pretty fast.
Yeah.
We could probably do double review in this.
Yeah, we might as well.
Yeah. What do you give this album?
I give it an 8.5. Okay. Solid 8.5.
That was Jay Rocks' album. Please support independent hip-hop. It's probably the most prominent genre in music right now. It's getting overshadowed by all that mainstream crap that you hear on the radio. This is definitely going to be one of the most underrated albums of the year.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not doing too well. But you can't expect that, because his last project was in 2011. And we are at the age of the internet, where if you don't have an album come out every 2 or 3 years, you're nothing.
Yeah.
Or if you're not Drake.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, Drake could wait like 5 years and he was still...
Yeah. He's still going to be the king of hip-hop.
Yeah.
On to the next album. Mac Miller, Good AM. Now, I'm going to have to look at my notes for this one.
Yeah. I personally...
See, Brandon's going to have a lot more to say about this one, because
I love this album. I loved it. A few years ago, I heard Mac Miller on that Blue Slide Park. I think that's what his album was called. Yeah. And I'm like, why is, like, everyone was obsessed with this guy. I'm like, this guy's garbage. Like, I didn't like him at all. And I started when watching movies with the sound off. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
When that started to get hype, when it was about to come out.
Yeah, a couple mixtapes dropped before that.
Yeah, I didn't really hear the mixtapes. I heard, like... I think I heard like a song off one of the mixtapes, and I heard a couple of the singles, and I was like, damn, this is actually really good. And I listened to the album, and that was one of my favorite albums of the year. And so far, Mac Miller's album, probably right now, if someone pointed a gun to my head and said, where would you list Mac Miller's album in the top 10? I'd probably put it at number 3 behind Drake and The Weeknd, for me, personally. I love this album. I love how he's just, like, balancing. It's really a balance between his drug addiction and his place in rap. That's really where I found with this album.
It's like Good AM. It's like kind of like a metaphor to, like, waking up.
Yeah.
Because those of you who don't know, he's been kind of MIA as of late. Because he's been just on tour and always on drugs and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think one of his friends is like, dude, you gotta stop. Like, you're not releasing any music. You're gonna slowly be running out of money. Like, you gotta do something.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's start off with the first track, Doris, produced by Tyler, the Creator.
Awesome track. I find that anything Mac Miller does, like Mac Miller, he's different, because most people, if they work with someone outside, like a group like a TDE, or they only work with that group, and I find he does 2 different types of things when he works with Odd Future, and then one when he works with TDE. And anything he does with Tyler, like, there's stuff with Odd Future I'm like, meh, but anything he does with Tyler, I love.
I love how seriously Tyler's taking his music now.
Yeah.
He's not as immature. Like, he still has the jokes and stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, he's not as immature as he used to be.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad.
Yeah.
Starts off with, like, Beautiful Sense. This is the one where he sings a little bit, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, this like I'm not a really big fan of his singing.
Yeah.
I think it kind of works.
Yeah, I completely agree.
I think his song's like a minute or something. It's basically him in a dream.
Yeah.
And then he wakes up, and that's when the album starts.
Yeah.
Brand Name, produced by ID Labs.
I think it's one of those songs that the verses are really good, and the chorus is great because he can use it as a single, but it's not a single type song because
it's not really catchy, like the actual.
Yeah, but the chorus is like, ain't a brand name, and like it's like catchy and like it has like a message and like so that would get like radio play
really,
and stuff like that.
Old school.
Yeah,
they sound like kind of like a soul.
Yeah,
like old 80s, 70s stuff.
Yeah.
He has I noticed a little bit. I think it was like his second verse. He kind of sounded like Chief Keef. Like he changed his flow
he changed his flow.
Yeah, it was really good. Oh yeah, the breakdown at the end.
Oh yeah,
that was fucking sick too.
Oh yeah, so sick.
So the thing with Mac Miller is like he probably chooses one of the best beats because for those of you who don't know, he used to have a house where everyone would come over to his house and just record music all the time. Absol would come all the time. Earl Sweatshirt would come all the time. Tyler would come all the time. You just have these huge parties where like a bunch of rappers would come and they just all, who knows how much unreleased music was made at his house. Then we got
tons.
Yeah. Then we got the song Rush Hour.
Yeah, I really like that song.
Is this one like it sounds like a chill beat?
I think so, yeah.
This is the more chill song. It obviously has to do with the Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan movie. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Yeah, it's a good song.
It's a good song. I wouldn't consider it the best on this album. But And then we got probably my favorite song on the album, Two Matches, featuring Ab-Soul, produced by TDE's house producer Soundwave, a part of Digiphonics. This apparently, I got this off of Wikipedia. Apparently, this was supposed to be on Ab-Soul's These Days, and he kind of just gave it to him. Which I don't see. It sounds more like a Mac Miller song. I think that's why I gave it to him.
Yeah.
This song is really soulful.
Yeah.
I think Mac had the better verse on this. I don't know what's happening to Ab-Soul, man.
Yeah.
I think he's like, I don't mean to shit talk him because I love him, but I feel like his verses when he's doing guest verses aren't as strong as they used to be.
Yeah, like I used to like not be the biggest fan of Ab-Soul, but his features were always amazing, and now it's just like
it's like he's always like doing too much drugs and stuff. And
yeah, I don't know what's up with him.
He really needs to clean up, man.
Step up your game, Ab-Soul.
It's really a shame. But it doesn't have, like, it's a little more chill, but then again, after the first couple tracks, it feels like it doesn't have as much energy as the other ones.
Which, it kind of makes sense with the theme, because that's kind of how someone is in the morning, right? When you first wake up, a lot of people have a lot of energy right away, and then it slowly starts to fade.
Crash around noon.
Yeah.
Exactly. Something. And we got the first single. Well, I wouldn't say. Yeah, it is single. 100 Grandkids.
Love that song.
When I heard that, I was like, wow. It sounds like Eminem Curtain Calls.
Yeah.
Shady.
Yeah. It's
so good. It's so reminiscent of that. Especially his flow. It's like the bass line. Da-da. Da-da-da. It's something Eminem. I pictured Eminem just rapping lyrics.
Yeah, it's very old school.
And then he switches it. He switches the song. He talks about how his mom would be like amazing with his kids, and then he talks about having 100 grand.
Yeah.
And what he did with his money, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And it's a duality of the song. I think this is one of the best songs on the album.
Yeah, I agree.
And we got a surprise track from this. I was completely surprised, but I'm glad he didn't really do anything. Time Flies featuring Lil B. This is a really crazy psychedelic track. It's different.
I was worried, but optimistic when I seen Lil B because of that mixtape I heard with Lil B and Chance that I liked. But yeah, Lil B just came in at the end, didn't he? I don't think he had a verse.
Beginning and at the end.
Yeah, he just talked.
He just narrated it.
Yeah, he didn't have a verse. It was really cool. It worked really well.
Yeah. Then we got The Weeknd featuring Miguel, Which he wasn't heavily featured.
It was just kind of like a little singing part.
He just kind of had like a little melody he hummed.
Yeah.
This is definitely a radio single.
Oh yeah, it's a great song.
I mean, you don't hire Miguel for a song called "A Weekend" for no reason.
Yeah. Great song. I love it.
This song, I'm pretty sure he talks about sleeping.
Yeah.
And how much he enjoys sleep. This album is based on him sleeping and getting tired, and him just
how he feels when he wakes up
and
sleeps.
Yeah. And we got the second track that got leaked out recently, Clubhouse.
It's tight.
This is it's the weekend and he's having fun and everything. This is the sequel to that. This is him waking up and be like, oh fuck, I'm tired, I'm hungover.
Yeah.
Just him dealing with that.
Basically how everyone feels on Monday morning.
Mondays, yeah. In the Bag with Jasper at the beginning.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah, it's a really funny
song.
Really cool track.
I'm glad that he's doing skits now.
Yeah.
He's
a funny guy.
Not just Jasper, just Mac Miller in general.
Yeah.
He's really putting concept in his album. I think ever since Good Kid, Mad City, like everyone's doing the whole skit thing, and I kind of like that because in the old 90s,
I miss skits.
In early 2000s, like Kanye.
Yeah,
they didn't do skits for a long time.
Kanye had the best skits.
Or not, College Dropout. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, Kanye's skits with Mike Epps. Oh my god, those are the funniest skits I've ever heard. So good.
And we got Break the Law, which is also one of the leaks that they had. This is really cool. This is like a hip hop banger.
It's hard.
New
as
school.
Hell.
Lots of new school sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes hard.
It does.
It goes hard in the paint.
Perfect Circle and Godspeed. Is this the one that sounds like a choir in the background?
I think, and like transitions. Either way, it's like the first. It's two songs, and it transitions, but it transitions a little bit. It doesn't really transition a lot. It's like it sounds like kind of similar, but it was tweaked. Kind of. That's how it sounds. It's really cool. I like.
This is the song in Perfect Circle. On that side, he talks about how he kept zoning out a lot.
Yeah,
and he talks about he's really admitting that he had a drug addiction.
Yeah.
And he needs to stop.
Yeah.
And the song changes. And this is where he really pours his heart out. And is it like a change into like a piano?
I believe so.
That's when the beat gets really cool and really different. That's probably one of the best produced songs on the album.
Yeah.
When in Rome. I don't think I remember this one.
I really like that song. It's really catchy. It's a really catchy song.
Does it have like a lot of energy?
Yeah.
Is the beat fast or anything? Like I don't know why I remember all these songs but When in Rome.
Yeah. It's been a little bit since I listened to it, but yeah, I'm almost, I would say I'm 95% sure it's like a fast, catchy song.
Next we got ROS. Is this the really long one? Like 7 minutes or something?
I think so.
Okay. I'm pretty sure he's playing piano in this.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like he's playing piano live or something.
Yeah.
It sounds like Robin Thicke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything. I have the worst fucking notes. I really like the stuff that makes like him doing piano live, Robin Thicke. Okay. Next we got Cut the Check with Chief Keef.
I actually really like this song.
I do too.
I even like Chief Keef on the song. Which I didn't think I was gonna like.
He killed it in the song.
Yeah.
I don't like Chief Keef like at all.
Yeah, like the only.
I don't know the hype what that guy is.
Literally, the only song I've ever liked is that. Don't like.
I just like the Good Music remix. As soon as he comes on, I turn off. I can't stand him. He doesn't sound like a rapper. He just sounds like I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it was like kind of like Trinidad James fell off and Chief Keef stayed there. I thought Trinidad James was so much better than Chief Keef. Like Trinidad James is similar, but like he had better songs. Like he actually had some pretty good songs.
To be honest, I only know that one song, Gold Everything.
It made me download his album, and it's actually decent. Yeah, it's nothing obviously spectacular as Trinidad James, but yeah, it's actually pretty good. I compared to Chief Keef because I like Don't Like, and I download his stuff, and I'm like, oh god, he's awesome. His mixtapes and that, bad.
This out of every song though on this entire album, this one doesn't sound like it belongs, but it does at the same time.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And then we got Ascension. Another really heartfelt song.
Yeah, I like that when he does.
Like I wrote down what's between heaven and hell. So he's really questioning his faith to God.
Yeah,
if he has faith.
Yeah, he says that. I'm pretty sure he says that if I do, like he says something about faith, and he says if I do.
Yeah, pretty sure it's the chorus.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I like how he's trying to do different things.
Yeah,
like he's really trying to be more heartfelt. Because on his previous albums, he went hard, but I feel like what was missing from watching movies with the sound off, there wasn't anything heartfelt. There were just boom bap beats and hard raps.
Yeah.
It was like a collection of songs. And we got Jump, produced by his in-house producer, Sap. Is this the other long song on this? I think there's 2 or 3.
I know the long song is the one we talked about before, and then the 2 songs, because it's 2 songs.
So there's 2. It's Jump and Festival left. I'm pretty sure this one is.
Yeah. I'm going to say yeah.
Is this the beat that keeps changing?
I don't remember.
There's a beat on one of the songs. It keeps changing. Like the backbeat sounds the same, but like the melodies and stuff keep evolving.
I think
this song's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we got Festival featuring Lil Dragon.
I really like this because I'm like, I have no idea who Lil Dragon is.
It was really mellow, and I love the vibe. It was really strange for him to do. I don't know who Lil Dragon is. Yeah,
I think it's a girl group because it sounded like a couple of girls singing.
Yeah.
And I didn't know who Lil Dragon was, and whenever I see a new artist, I'm always excited. I'm always like, oh, maybe it's a sick rapper. And then it was like he was kind of vibing, and I was like, oh, this is cool. And then the Lil Dragon came in and started singing, and I'm like, I really like this. I like this a lot.
It was a really good. So that's the conclusion of the album. It was really good. Really different from everything he's done before.
Yes.
Because it's thematic.
Yeah.
Usually his albums have singles.
Bam, 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 bam.
Or it's like
rap.
Watching movies, it was straight rap. This one's more concept. There's skits.
Yeah.
There's emotional songs. There's songs where you're just straight rapping. Has some really good features on this. Definitely check this out.
Oh, yeah.
I give this 8.7.
I'm
sure I've only listened to this twice. I'm sure it'll keep growing on me as I progressively listen to this.
I give it a 9.
He loved this album more than I did.
Yeah.
I resonated with Jay Rocks more because I really had, out of everyone in TD, I think I was more hyped for him because he hasn't released anything other than features since 2011.
Jay Rocks my favorite on TD.
I'm starting to agree with you now because he always delivers.
Yeah.
He always delivers. And that's our 2 album reviews. We're still running on like not even 30 minutes, so we'll just do one quick thing.
Talk about Logic?
Yeah.
Yeah. That, if you don't know who Logic is, he's an incredible rapper.
Give him how did we figure him out?
Okay, so me, Mickey, and our one friend, we decided out of the blue, we're like, we gotta go to a concert this year. And we're talking about going to OVO Fest, and it was just too expensive. It was at if you can get OVO Fest tickets right away, other than this year was more expensive because the government didn't fund it this year. But before, it was reasonable pricing.
Yeah.
And we always just missed out. We always didn't found out a couple days before, and we're like we don't have money
this year.
And
they always do that though.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't cut a check whenever you tell me.
Yeah, they really need to time it better and hype it up.
But coming out March something.
Yeah. They could even just say a day, not say the time, because if they don't want to crash the site or anything, just say the day. Yeah. But so yeah, and we're just oh, let's look up some concerts that are in Toronto. because we live near Toronto. If you're not from the area, don't know who we are, just listening. And we're like, oh, Kid Cudi's playing. That's sick. Like, should we go? It's like, we should probably go. We're like, yeah. And then we're like, oh, Big Sean's there. It's like Kid Cudi and Big Sean. We have to go.
And then I think Logic got added last minute. Kid Cudi tweeted out, you guys have been telling me. I finally added him. Added this new homie called Logic. I want you guys to check him out. He'll be opening first before Big Sean. We're like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, like we've heard of Logic, but we didn't really listen to any of his songs.
I seen him on the Double XL, I think 2012 or 2013.
Yeah. And
no, 2014.
Honestly, I was just like, it was honestly at the point like, oh, if we're late, at least we just missed Logic. Like that's literally how my mindset was. We got there super early. We bought like, obviously, if you go to a concert, you gotta buy like a concert T-shirt, get some food.
I think I spent like $100. It was expensive.
I bought 2 T-shirts.
It was really expensive, man.
And so we go sit down. They're prepping, and then Logic comes out and he starts rapping, and I'm like, this is a good song. I like it. And then he
started off with a freestyle, and I was like, holy crap.
No, that was the middle.
Was it the middle?
Yeah.
He stopped rapping, and then he did a freestyle. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was the middle, because he was like, I just remember him stopping a song.
I think it's from Young Sinatra, too.
Yeah, and he just
killed it. Oh, my God.
I was just like, whoa. So then, like, he killed it even more, and I just remember that whole concert. I was just like, it made me love Big Sean even more. It just proved to me how much I love Kid Cudi, and I was just like, I gotta check out this Logic guy.
Yeah.
And it's funny, I say Logic guy, he's the same age as us. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But, and I checked out Logic, and I downloaded all of his Young Sinatra stuff, and I loved all of it. And then he had an album called Under Pressure come out just when we started to really get into him, which was awesome.
It's like, all right, here's the album to digest right after you listen to my mixtapes.
And it was a fantastic album. I don't remember exactly what albums came out that year, but I'm almost 100% positive it was in my top 3 albums of the year. It was a phenomenal album. I think so. I think it was the year 2013, yeah. Because I think he took a year off, and then... I don't know, I might be wrong.
I think it's 2014.
It was an incredible album. And
2014.
2014?
I think it was end of 2014.
Okay. And then we haven't really heard anything from him since. He just like went on tour and stuff. And then I've been hearing a little hype in the last couple of days, week maybe, that he has a new album coming out, and I was like, oh, probably early.
I think he tweeted Logic album coming out fall of 2015, and then that's it.
I didn't see that. I thought it was going to be like February.
He went cold turkey for a bit. Then he said, I forgot what it's called. It has some cool name. It's like...
Oh, yeah, it's like the man who lost himself. I don't know. It's a really long name, but it's really cool.
I'm on Twitter. I think it's on his Twitter thing. But yeah, for those of you who don't know...
Oh, it's the Impossible But True Story, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then it's like the Impossible But True Story, and then it has like a subtitle.
The Incredible True Story.
The Incredible True Story, and it has a subtitle where it's like a really long thing. But he dropped the trailer for this. You have it up. Yeah. How long ago was it?
1 week ago.
A week ago. And I was like, oh, let's check it out. And oh my god, I've never been this hyped for
those of you who don't know,
album off of a trailer since Sports Center.
He produces his own songs. He just recently started because he's like, I might as well delve into that. And it's really expensive to buy beats.
Yeah.
And he already has his in-house producers and stuff.
Yeah.
In the trailer, he's on an MPC and he has his samples already loaded. And then you hear this really cool sample going. It's like, dun, 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 and it starts going hard. I'm on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm fucking raw. And then it keeps changing. I'm incredible.
Yeah.
I'll put the link. Actually, we could probably play a little bit of it.
Yeah, yeah. So he's walking up right now. I'm pretty sure that's Muhammad Ali. So yeah, and then the trailer goes from there, and then it goes into like some like classic science fiction directors or actors.
Yeah, it's Stephen Bloom. For those of you who don't know Stephen Bloom, he's a really famous voice actor. He's been in Cowboy Bebop. He's done a lot of anime characters in the past 15 and 20 years. And recently he's in Star Wars Rebels as Zeb. And I guess he got into contact with him, and he's in this trailer, and it's really cool. Because I heard an interview with Logic talking about his influence as a kid, and him talking about the old Toonami, which he was a really big part of it because he used to be on Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
And he's the one that really ascended that whole anime toon thing in the United States.
Yeah. And like it says on the trailer, it says right here, a sophomore album and motion picture sci-fi epic. And like, that's just crazy. And like the beat's crazy and the way he starts rapping.
Not a Born Sinner situation where you hear this like song and it's not like that beat from the trailer of Born Sinner. I wish that was on the album. It was so good. If this is on the album, I'm actually gonna be a little pissed.
Yeah.
Especially because he did it live too. That was really cool.
And because he did it so close to the album coming out. Like J. Cole did it, and then like it was probably gonna be on the album, and then he just fine-tuned it.
The beat was so sick.
It was a sick beat.
But yeah, if you haven't heard of him,
definitely check him out.
There's a chance. He has tons of YouTube hits. He was a double XL freshman as of like I think 2013, 2014.
I think so, yeah.
Definitely check him out. He has a really good discography.
Yeah.
That's all we have to say. Those are our 2 album reviews and a little bit of news on new albums coming.
Yeah.
As far as everything else, Views from the Six, I guarantee, if anything, it could come out during Drake's birthday because Drake's born in October.
October 24th.
Note the the label name, October's Very Own.
Yeah.
As much as a lot of his homies are born in October.
Yeah, me. I am born in October.
Part of OVO.
I put myself in there.
As far as anyone else, I don't think so.
I think just Drake and Logic.
Yeah. Yeah, that's been the podcast. I'm Mickey.
I'm Brandon.
And until next time.
Peace!